Welcome back everyone, it's Robert Macfarlane here, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to come up with a unique music video concept.
Yeah, they tryna at me, I'm running the race. I gotta pick up the pace. They throwing shade, but I'm gone. You gotta keep it a buck to my face.
Music really is a part of our day-to-day lives, and when that music is paired to a brilliantly directed video, it absolutely enhances and reinforces just how fantastic that track was. Now, we have all seen, and if you haven't, go back and watch it, Michael Jackson Thriller. It was one of the first music videos of its time to bring narrative, storytelling, dance, music, performance all together in a high production value masterpiece of storytelling. There has been a vast and very textured history to music video creation over the years. It's probably one of the most diverse cross-sections of video making out there. Pretty much any style, concept, idea, thing can be thrown into a music video, and with the right execution can become brilliant. Just look at the Gangnam Style.
Oppan Gangnam Style!
That humorous, brilliantly produced music video was also a satire on an entire subculture in Korea. That music video actually also forced YouTube to raise its maximum view count to accommodate for how quickly the Gangnam Style music video was accruing views. Now, of course, don't get me wrong, there are also some pretty bad music videos out there. They don't really leave you with any lasting impression other than a bad taste in your mouth. I also believe that music videos are a brilliant way to practice filmmaking. Believe it or not, I mean, you're able to create music videos very quickly, and you're able to improve and iterate on your ideas and your directing style and your filmmaking style each and every time. When I started out on music videos, I did my first 6 music videos for completely free. And through word of mouth alone, I was able to get lots of new artists in, regularly coming back to me for new music videos. It's like a dream come true. Each of you will have a different idea of what type of music video you enjoy the most. Some of you will enjoy performance-based music videos where the artist will sing to the camera and you will evoke in them through camera direction and blocking the most evocative performance possible. Nothing compares. You may also love the narrative music video. And you may enjoy your alternative music videos. My process breaks down into a few very defined steps. When I get the go-ahead that the musician wants to get a music video for their particular track, I will then spend probably the next 2 days listening to that track on repeat. And I am looking for a moment that catches, a image that starts to blossom in my mind. Now, I will not jump on the very first thing that jumps into my mind. Generally, that is the thing that you don't want to go for. It's the obvious music video. It's the very... And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? But what you want to do is to jot all your ideas down over those 2 to 3 days where you're listening to that track over and over and over again. Now, if you are living with other people, please don't listen to it on loud, because you are going to drive everybody insane. Once you have listed out a whole bunch of ideas, you are going to make sure you have a conversation, an open and frank conversation with the artist of the track. And this happens after you have heard it, after it is ingrained in your very soul. I'm a firestarter, twisted firestarter. And then you ask them, why did you write this track? What does this track mean to you? And how do you see a music video for this track? Even though they may have a vision for the music video, it may or may not be the right music video for this track. But what it could do is jog some new ideas or piece some of your concepts together into a more coherent whole than you had previously. And no, you're still not going to make a final decision on the music video, okay?
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Instead, what you want to do is you want to take a look at the audience for your artist. If you don't know who that group of people are, then you probably are going to make the wrong video.
5, 4, 3, 1.
The next level. Now, this might sound strange, but you are going to think about the budget. Most likely your artist has come to you and said, hey, I've got this much money.
How can I make the most epic rap video ever without spending any money?
This is the point at which you start to evolve the concepts you've had and the ideas that you've had. You may have whittled it down to 2 or 3 concepts, and this budget may well get rid of 1 or 2 last concepts. So you're left with maybe just 1 concept that could be executed properly for the budget. Now, this is something that I really want to hammer home. It's really easy to over-promise on a music video, especially one when you're excited about the music itself. You can really want to go to town, but it is really important to remember that you have to be financially viable. If you're going to pay people to come and help you, you have to pay them a good wage, and you also have to pay yourself for your time. So to create a music video that makes sense for the money that you're being paid, you also have to come up with a concept that can be executed within the limited time and scale that you've been given.
I have to celebrate you, baby.
Here is my kind of secret sauce, a little sprinkling of secret sauce. Once I've got my last couple of ideas, and I'm literally singing it in my sleep, I will then go away and also start to watch alternative forms of content. I won't watch music videos. Instead, I'll watch short films. I'll watch corporates and adverts and feature films and TV series. I'll start consuming content, books and magazines. I'll start looking at artists' Instagram pages, and I will allow this content to start seeping into me, start to trigger things in me that I am then able to start applying that content to the music video. So instead of me looking for inspiration in other music videos, I'm looking for inspiration in the rest of life. I'm looking at inspiration in other creators' work to then apply that in creating really unique music videos. Finally, we get to the stage where you are going to put all of this into a concept, and you are going to create a treatment. Now, treatments can come in various styles and lengths, but I do recommend a 2 to 3 page treatment, and you are going to very briefly describe the track and what it means to you.
I'm still fighting.
And what it means to the audience.
I could be in love.
Your vision for that track and how it applies to the audience.
And I love how your laugh is not fancy, it's yours and you like it.
How you are going to approach the music video. What will be the styles that you will utilize? Where have those styles been used before and why are they successful?
You could have an airplane flying.
Showing the client, the musician, the label, if you are lucky enough to be dealing with a label as well, exactly what music video you will produce for them. And you've got to remember that these people, they're not there, they're not being paid to imagine. You are being paid to imagine. You are the one who has to prove that you can imagine a brilliant, beautiful, unique and successful music video for this artist.
Terri, I need you.
Now, you've probably sat there and watched 100 or 200 music videos from similar artists of similar styles, and you have done your absolute very best to come up with a concept that not only makes sense budgetarily, but also fits with the brand, the audience, is really super cool and interesting. But also you need to make sure that it comes from your own voice. And this is where a unique style comes into play. To create a unique music video, you need to not only be aware of everything that has come before, but what music video have you not seen yet? And one that you think would speak to you. Jot down your 10 top music videos. The ones that made you feel, made you smile, made you jump up and down and dance. And then start to look at how these music videos could inspire the music videos that you produce in the future. These are so incredibly important to understand what makes you excited when you watch a music video. And it's the same thing for film and short film as well. To understand what excites you as a filmmaker will ultimately give you the answer as to what type of music video you will create and what you can uniquely create yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found today's content useful, don't forget to check out the links below to up your game on your next film.
Get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest.